Hello everyone. Today, we're going to learn how to check a crystal oscillator using a multimeter. Crystal oscillators are crucial components in many electronic circuits. They provide a stable and accurate clock signal. Knowing how to test them is a valuable skill for electronics enthusiasts and professionals alike. Let's dive right in. First, understand what a crystal oscillator does. It vibrates at a specific frequency when voltage is applied. This frequency is very stable and used to synchronize circuits. Multimeters can't directly measure frequency in most cases, but we can use them to infer if the oscillator is working. Second, let's discuss safety precautions. Always disconnect the circuit from the power source before testing. This prevents damage to the multimeter and, more importantly, avoids electric shock. Crystal oscillators usually operate at low voltages, but it's always better to be safe. Third, we'll use the multimeter to check for voltage. Set your multimeter to DC voltage mode. Choose a range appropriate for the circuit's voltage. Usually, 5V or 3.3V is used. Connect the black probe to the ground of the circuit. Then, connect the red probe to the power supply pin of the crystal oscillator. If you see the expected voltage, it means the oscillator is receiving power. Fourth, we will check for any shorts. With the power still off, switch your multimeter to continuity or resistance mode. Place one probe on the power pin and the other on the ground pin of the oscillator. You should not see a short circuit. A low resistance reading indicates a short, which means the oscillator or surrounding components might be faulty. Fifth, check the oscillator's output pin with a multimeter in AC voltage mode. Carefully measure the AC voltage at the output pin while the circuit is powered on. A small AC voltage, even millivolts, might indicate that the oscillator is active, though this method isn't conclusive. It simply shows some activity. Sixth, if you suspect the oscillator is not working correctly, consider replacing it. Crystal oscillators are relatively inexpensive and readily available. Make sure to replace it with an oscillator of the same frequency and specifications. If replacing the crystal doesn't fix the problem, the issue might lie in other components of the circuit. Finally, remember that these multimeter tests offer an indication, not a definitive diagnosis. For more accurate testing, an oscilloscope or frequency counter is required. However, these simple multimeter checks can quickly rule out common issues. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more electronics tutorials. Your support helps us create more content. Also, feel free to leave any questions or suggestions in the comments below. We appreciate your feedback.